Hello, everybody in Troy University land. My name is Sarah Weber. I am an educational specialist candidate taking the coaching class as a requirement for my specialist degree. And joining me today is Mr. Matthews. He is a third-year teacher. He is a second year here at Central High School in Phoenix City. He teaches 6 sections of Algebra 1B, bless his heart. And his first year he spent teaching in Dothan.
Yep.
He's been teaching in Dothan, so he has joined us. This is year number 2 for us. And how do you like Central so far?
It's nice. I'm home, and you guys have a clue. Everybody on our hall at Northview was new math teachers, so it was like the blind leading the blind.
So it's nice to be somewhere where you can go to veteran teachers for advice and for support.
Yep.
Okay, so what is one of the main differences between teaching here in Phoenix City and teaching in Dothan?
I think one would be they were in wings based on grade level at that time, and so it was all freshmen on the hall with a whole bunch of new math teachers. So it was chaos on that aspect. And then that was their first year of trying to do something like one-to-one. Every classroom had a Chromebook cart, but here every kid has a Chromebook. And they had done iPads the first 6 months I was there, and they got rid of the iPads, so I never really got used to them. And they did the Chromebook cart, but none of the teachers, the old teachers didn't want to use them, the new teachers didn't know how. So now I'm here, and you guys kind of have a clue because y'all were already one-to-one when I got here.
So you feel like you struggle a little bit with being technology savvy enough to implement the Chromebooks into your everyday instruction?
Definitely don't use it every day other than the post stuff.
Okay, so a little bit of backstory here. Central is one-to-one with a Chromebook. Every student, grades 9 through 12, has a Chromebook that they can take home. Every student, grades 6 through 8, has a Chromebook as well. And every student, grade K through 5, has an iPad at a 1-to-2 ratio. So those are available at every single school. So this district is very technology heavy. And when they get to the high school, it definitely seems like they're a little bit smarter in the technology area than we are. And it becomes our task to implement that into our classrooms. And so I think I can help you out a little bit with the technology implementation. I'm pretty savvy when it comes to Google and Classroom and using that to our advantage. So I think I want to start this coaching session showing you how to use Google Forms and what advantages that could bring to your assessments and to your classroom. Now, there are several different types of Google Forms that have been out there. There are updates available that some make your lives easier, some make your lives a little bit more difficult. One of the best things that's come about with Google Forms recently is that there's actually a tab now that you can lock the screen to where students can't go out of the screen and explore other websites, which we know that they love to do, searching for information. Definitely not cheating. We don't call it that. We call it using our resources well. And that's one of the things that at Central, since we've been one-to-one, we've struggled with. We've struggled with maintaining the integrity of our instruction versus them having free reign of the internet and being able to Google anything and find any answer to anything. So that update with Google Forms has been really nice for us to implement. That way we know where they stand with their instruction. So I think as a plan for you, let's start by creating a Google form that you can push out to your classes. And you'll assign it through your classroom just like you've been doing to post things. They will take it. They just log into their classroom. They'll click the link. They'll take your Google form. They will submit it to you. You'll be able to see timestamps. You'll be able to see item analysis. You'll be able to see what each student said, how many students answered a question in an appropriate way. And when we talk about data analysis, that becomes a very useful tool when we know what weaknesses we need to hit, especially going into this standardized testing season that we're headed into. We're hitting ACT very hard right now, so an ACT practice form would be very useful, very applicable at this point, and you could go in and identify the weaknesses in each domain for your kids just based off of one form. You can make those forms as long and complicated or as easy and short as you want. You can design them fun with memes and GIFs and images and all of these fun things if you want them to be more engaged. Or you can make it more like a standardized testing situation to where it's strict question and answer, question and answer. You can set a time limit on it. You can set a due date on it where you can see if students turn it in late, or you can shut it completely off to where they cannot submit late. So if you're talking about timed questions, this is a great idea. If you're talking about due dates and holding your students accountable, this is a great idea. And if you're trying to be able to quickly and effectively analyze where your students are in their in your instruction and in their weaknesses, it's a very good way to do so. So I think for our next section, I will model creating a Google form for you on ACT Practice that you can actually push out to your classes, and then we can come back together and see how we can use that information to enhance and strengthen your teaching. Because he already has a great rapport with his students. He has a great relationship with them. And I think that this will do a lot to enhance what's going on in your classroom.
All right, sounds good, Ms. Weber.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Thanks.